Okay, welcome to Waverley Basketball Association and the Falcons Nest here in sunny Chadstone, Melbourne. For the tonight's game, this game is between the Waverley Falcons Victorian Youth Championship Women's team and the Hume City Broncos. Falcons are coached tonight by Brendan Gordon, and the Hume City Broncos are coached by long-term Broncos stalwart, Hume stalwart, Glenn Milner. And of course both teams are rebuilding after a big change of lineup over the last couple of years, and so they're sitting towards the bottom of the Victorian Youth Championship ladder. Falcons had a torrid affair last week. They were playing Dandenong and went down to Dandenong big time, not able to deal with Geraldine McCorkle inside. So missing Chloe Betts, one of their bigs at the moment. So we'll see how they go tonight. Meantime, Hume has actually been showing some really good signs. They've had some very close contests along the way. And we're about to get going any second. And the little bit of scoreboard issue at the moment. We're just resetting the clock, getting it ready to go. Should be underway in the next 4 or 5 seconds though. So one player to watch for Hume today is no, she's not playing. Leofi, she's obviously playing in the Champ Women's team. She's been having a bit of a cracker at the moment, but we're ready to go. And Courtney Suter will be going up against Julia Cowell for the jump. All good, and away we go. Hume wins the possession. And the first basket. Katie Bluser for the Falcons returns the favour at the other end as Sophie Burns brings it down the floor. Falcons in a match-up zone at the moment. Ball goes inside, won by the Falcons. Maria Nicolaides bringing it down the floor, got into Zali Raymond. And Zali picks up the 2 on the drive to the basket. So this is quite an important game for these two teams, as at the end of last season both were faced with the idea of relegation, but luckily for both teams the relegation rule has not been applied for the first 2 seasons of the Victorian Youth Championship competition. So, and 3 points, I think, no, 2 there for Claire Landby as she stood her ground and at the other end forced the turnover. Ball goes inside, kicked back out to Claire, and there's a foul behind the No, just a violation behind the play. Nikki Spencer driving the basket, scores the basket and is fouled by Zali Raymond. Misses the basket. Falcons win the rebound. Moving the ball quickly down the floor. Over to Claire Lambie. 3-point attempt doesn't go. Zali Raymond picks the rebound, kicks it out. Gets back with Lambie into Raymond. Across to Blueser, who steps out of court. Ball's taken quickly and brought down the floor with a bit of pace by Sophie Burns again. She's still controlling it, goes backwards, works her way to the basket. Shot goes up and misses, and it's a jump ball. Falcons possession. Nicolaitis bringing it, Namakuta, sorry, bring it down. Into Raymond. Back across to Blueser. Blueser 3-point attempt, misses. Rebound. Rebounded then by the Broncos, and the foul is called on the Falcons. And the Hume basket. Blueser with 3-point attempt. Lambie picks up the rebound, kicks it back to Blueser, out to Lambie again. She's settling the team down. Back to Blueser. 3-point again missed. And a foul. This time it looks to be on the Hume. On 42, which is Rachel Carosa. So far, the girls are adjusting to the new points of emphasis in the reffing. As Falcons brings the ball in, Cowell managed to keep it in the court. Gets off back to Cowell. She drives, looks for Lambie. Lambie pops it up, and the ball in and out. As it's rebounded by Nikki Spencer. Kick back out very quickly to Sophie Burns. Sophie driving to the basket, goes under the basket. Ball's come out top. Back down to Burns. Burns' 3-point attempt is no good. Marley Kalic-Drew gets the basket. Down to Blueser. Fast outlet pass to Blueser. Blueser misses the layup but gets the foul. So Sophie Burns picks up her first foul, and there's the timeout called to the Broncos. We'll be back very shortly. Okay, and as we come back from that short break, with many thanks to all of our key sponsors who keep us on the air here each week, being able to bring you all the Falcons home games. It's a very tight game, 6 points to 8 with the Falcons at the line. Katie Blueser taking the foul shots. Makes the first. And the second. Tied game. Falcons win the rebound, win the ball. Julia Cowell going to the basket. Isn't able to get the ball in. Rebounded by the Broncos and is brought down. Falcons in a zone. And there's a violation. Claire Landby bring the ball down very, very quickly. Kicks it down to Katie Blueser on the wing. Kate Blueser reverses the ball to Nemakoudis. Back to Landby. Out to Kernish-Drew. Kernish-Drew looking inside. Drives the basket. Kicks it back out. And there's a foul. And it's called against the Broncos. So that's lucky for the Falcons because they were getting very close to running out of time on that shot. Nemakoudis picks the ball up, drives, misses, gets her own rebound, forces the ball out, gets it out to Blueser. Blueser's pass into Kernish-Drew is a bad one. Jump ball, and it's a Hume possession. So the Broncos running through. And drive in there by Nikki Spencer is not good, but the resulting rebound and attempted shot draws a foul. So Paige Tawaf is on the line. She makes the first. And the second. A three-point shot from Claire Landby misses. Overshot that one. And allows the Broncos to come back down the floor with pace. They're running into a continuity offense. Falcons are not quite certain whether they're playing zone or man at this stage. But they force a turnover. Nemakoudis bring the ball down, gets it to Landby. Landby drives, kicks back out. And the ball comes in. Three-point attempt from Blues and misses, but Falcons again get the rebound. Nemakoudis slowing it down, settling the team. They're running running a continuity offense. Out to Landby, and another miss from Landby, but it's picked up by Kernish-Drew. She misses the rebound. Falcons still in possession. Into Cowell. Cowell up and misses, and finally we get a call from the refs. This time it's against the Hume, and Kernish-Drew will go to the line for 2 shots. First basket is in. And she's made the second. So by my count, that gives her 4 out of 4 from the stripe at this point in time. No, it could be 2. 100% anyway. Falcons, however, go to sleep on that. Hume gets the ball very, very quickly down the floor, but we're unable to control the ball, and it's gone out of court. Touched on the way through by a Falcon. Okay, there's been a couple of changes. Michaela Miller's on the floor, giving Lambie a break. Numa Curtis gets the ball down to her. She brings it back out, kicks it out to the top. They're settling themselves down, running through a structured offense. Into Kernich-Drew, Kernich-Drew out to Miller. Miller up, and basket is good. So the last 2 games, Miller has been top scorer for the Falcons. Hopefully she is able to continue her form on tonight. As Nikki Spencer drives to the basket and is fouled, this time by Kernich-Drew. Okay, and there's a sub on the shooter. As Abby Lee comes on for Rosie Buckley-Harris for Hume. This is the first. But makes the second. And Geneva Forster gets her first minutes. Three-point attempt from Sam Lambie, who snuck on in that. And Sam ends up with a rebound, kicks it out to Miller. Miller drives, kicks across to Numa Curtis. Numa Curtis looks at the basket, floats it up, misses the basket. And it's off Falcon hands, so it's a Hume City ball. Falcons the quick steal on the double team. Numa Curtis converts. And again another steal, this time forced by Sam Lambie. Down to Miller, Miller to Lambie, back to Miller. Miller brings it out. Now they're settling it down. Running off the back screens, and there's a foul as the drive goes to the basket. That puts Hume into foul trouble, so every foul now will send the Falcons to the line. Maria misses the first. And makes the second. So it's a 15-11 game. Two very even teams so far. Now Falcons back into a man. Ball is comes off Numa Curtis' feet, so it's a reset. Now, for those of you who aren't aware, the timing rules now have come into line with all the FIBA recommendations. So you'll see that the clock will reset to either 24 or 14, depending where the reset is called. In that time, down the court, ball very quickly out. Got down to Miller. Miller missed the shot. Kernitz-Drew picked up the rebound and was found going to the basket. So Kernitz-Drew at the line. Misses the first. Misses the second. Julia Cow picks it up. Probably should have had a go at the basket herself there, but she was unselfish, tried to get it to Numa Curtis. Was kicked out of bounds by the Hume player. Out to Lambie. Numa Curtis, skip across to Kernitz-Drew, back to top, back to Lambie. Numa Curtis inside. Kernitz-Drew misses the basket, wins her rebound, and ball goes out of bounds, unfortunately. Kernitz-Drew's up to 7. That's 7 rebounds, I think, for her, for 6 or 7 rebounds for this opening period. As Julia Cow fouls down at the other end. So both teams in bonus. And Page to up back to the line again. And she makes both of them. Falcons moving the ball quickly down, gets now slowing it down. Miller drives, kicks it out to Lambie. Lambie for a three-point attempt, doesn't go. Cow gets the ball back out to Numa Curtis. Ball's tipped out by Hume. With 13 seconds on the game clock. Numa Curtis calling for a screen. Into great move in there by Kernitz-Drew. Unfortunately doesn't go. Cow picks up the rebound twice, misses the shot. Numa Curtis' shot goes up, misses everything. So yes, at a quarter time, 15 to 13, very close game. Certainly both teams have had the ascendancy throughout the quarter. Along the way, we will be back ever so shortly. Okay, so as we come back into the game, Falcons with possession. Out to Miller, looking for options. Numakutis is wanting the ball inside. Back to Lambie, out to Cal. Cal misses the shot. That would be the thing that Falcons coach Brendan Gordon would not be pleased about at the moment, the number of missed shots. At this point, I think the Falcons' shooting percentage is really the thing that's killing them. They've had a lot of possession in that last quarter, but just not making it. And that shot from Numakutis is not going to alter the stats at all. So ball going around. Lambie's looking to get it off. 13 seconds to go into Numakutis and Kernish-Drew, and she makes no mistake in that particular time. So yes, Falcons in the first quarter shot at 19%. Sorry, 18%, whereas Broncos at 33%. So not great shooting from either side, but makes it hard for you to win if you're going to shoot that at that clip. As Nikki Spencer makes no doubt about it for Hume. Lambie, again, a three-point attempt from outside, misses. Michaela Miller picks it up, puts it in, and draws the foul. Michaela, usually a very good shot from the foul line. So both teams from the foul line shooting well. Again, the first quarter at 71%. And Michaela makes no mistake. Hume bring the ball very quickly down the floor. Falcons hustling to get back in defence. However, they've managed to slow it down, and Hume running through their offence. Ball goes inside, too hot for the player. Kernish-Drew manages to clean up. Ball goes down to Miller in deep corner. She drives underneath, looks to kick it out to Cal. Cal finally gets it, picks it up into Lambie. The two Lambies on, two sisters on at the moment. Skip across the court to Miller. Miller drives, floats the shot. Almost gets a rebound, but Hume with the ball. Nikki Spencer bring it through. Back to Sophie Burns. And there is a foul. And it's a foul on Hume, an offensive foul. So Page to off with the ball. Again, one of the things that the refs have been asked to tighten up on this year is the fouls off the ball. Lambie pulls up. She will not be happy with that. Claire Lambie is usually a very, very good shooter, but she's been struggling a bit this year. As her sister steals the ball and converts. And at that point, there's a timeout to the Hume City Broncos, and we'll be back in a couple of seconds. And welcome back. We seem to be struggling with our recorded content tonight, so we apologise for that. We'll have to sort it out before too much longer. Hopefully at halftime we'll manage to get to the bottom of it. So a couple of the other stats along the way. So we've had 23 rebounds to the Falcons, 5 at this stage, 5 to Hume, so certainly winning the rebound count there. And a few steals. Miller wins that ball. She gets it back to Kernitz-Drew, who's coming through in trail. Off to Sam Lanby, back to Claire Lanby. Claire kicks the ball through, hands off to Miller. Miller drives hard, curls through, back to Lanby. Lanby stops, props, puts it up. Misses the ring, however. Claire Lanby, her sister, comes in, puts the ball up, beats the buzzer and draws the foul. So yes, 23 rebounds, Waverley to 5 for the Hume, and 5 steals to 0. Even on blocks, 2 turnovers to 6 to Hume, and the foul count favouring Waverley 5 to 8, as she puts up. As Claire gets 1 out of 2. There's a foul. Sam Lanby this time reaching in too much. Okay, and a foul on Hume. Another foul on Hume. Again, a offensive. Coach Milne just asking the question of the refs. As Zoe Raymond rejoins. She has the ball, she drives in, but travels. Great defence from the Broncos at that point. Another steal by the Falcons, this time by Lanby. Lanby drives hard down the court, she goes all the way herself. Basket doesn't count, doesn't go. However, she gets her own rebound, kicks it out. Kernitz-Drew driving, a little bit off balance, she travels. Lanby, the most experienced player on the team, telling her teammates that they don't need to rush on those shots. Look for the good options. Hume skipping the ball. It's down with Burns. Burns out to Spencer. Spencer's shot misses. And it would have been a shot clock violation, but and Curtis bringing the ball down, setting the play. It's out with Bluser. Bluser into Kernitz-Drew. Kernitz-Drew turns, goes to the basket. Perfectly executed play, that one. Kate Bluser got off the ground then, which allowed Rosie Buckley-Harris to drive on her. Unfortunately, the shot wasn't good, and the Falcons regained the ball. Bluser's shot at the other end suffered the same fate, and Hume bringing the ball down in the capable hands of young Sophie Burns. Both teams very, very young. They probably have an average age of 17 at this point in time. And there's been a collision, and it looks like Nikki Spencer is a bit winded at the moment, but she's up and she'll take 2 shots. Hume would not want her off the court at the moment, as she's the leading scorer for her team, as she gets that last one. So Kernish Drew with 6 points for the Falcons is their leading scorer, followed by Miller with 5. As Katie Bluser makes a charge up the leaderboard itself, so Katie Bluser is now on 7, so she's now the second. She's now the leading scorer for the Falcons. It's one positive for the Falcons is the number of players who are sharing the workload as they tip the ball out and give it back to Hume with. And there's a timeout this time to Waverley. Timeout to Waverley, and we'll be back shortly. So Bluser with 7, Spencer with 10 are the leading scorers on both sides. Kernish Drew also with 7, so she's got a mini double-double at this point in time. And Spencer also leading the rebound count for Hume. So actually, sorry, Bluser has got 7 there, so it's very good. Here we go. Ball kicking around very quickly. Ball from Hume trying to beat the defence. 3-point attempt comes up, rebounded by Nunakudis, but contested by Spencer. So it's a Hume ball, 24 seconds on the shot clock. Three minutes to go in the period. And 35, Nikki Spencer again. She is proving very, very difficult to stop. Falcons coach has got to find some sort of strategy for containing her. As the Hume gets the ball out and quick movement down the court. Sophie Burns bringing it back to the top, kicking it back to Ashley Morgan. Ash Morgan's shot is no good. Rebound by Zali Raymond. It's in Nunaku's hands. She's driving hard. Basket out to Bluser. Back into Lambie. Lambie forces the ball through and 2 points. Ball moving quickly. Sophie Burns slows it down. She's left a mile. Acres of room there. Unfortunately, she went too deep on the shot. Falcons able to capitalise back the other end, and Bluser scores 2 points. So Bluser now up to, I think, 9 points, maybe 11. Falcons staying in the zone, staying in the man. 31, 3-point shot from outside. That was Taylor Lewis. Probably a little too early in the rotation, as Zoe Raymond gets the ball inside on the money spot, puts the ball up and is fouled. So again, Hume in foul trouble. As Glenn Milner rings a couple of changes. Hume bring the ball out as quickly. Falcons in a full court trap. And there's a real tussle for the ball down under the Broncos basket. 12 for the, that's Alicia Morgan, manages to get a hand in, and unfortunately that's taken the Falcons to the line. So Falcons getting out to quite a big lead at the moment. With 52 seconds on the shot, on the game clock, sorry. It's now 37-18. Not the second quarter that Glenn Milner would have wanted after a very good first quarter. And a ball handling error from it looks like Taylor Lewis. Taylor Lewis has turned the ball over again. So Falcons running in their offense. Julia Cowell being allowed to get into the basket way too easily there. Glenn will be quite frustrated with that. And Claire Lambie steals the ball, kicks the ball down quickly to Katie Bluser, but Kate was unable to pick up the ball, and so turn over to Hume. Nearly a basket from 31, a much better looking shot than the one before as we go into half time. So it's a 39-18 lead, and we'll be back for the third period very shortly. Okay, welcome back. We're just about to get going, and unfortunately, if you're on the flash stream, we've just had a little bit of an issue there, but we should be back online very shortly. If, however, you're watching on an iOS device, you hopefully haven't noticed anything going wrong at all. So here we go. That's looking much better. So the flash stream should be up and going right this very minute. So yes, assisting us tonight is Cliff and Tim Leasting, and they've just swapped over the camera duties. And we're back in the third quarter. Falcons with a 38 to 39 to 18 lead as Numa Curtis drives, but she's had the ball stolen. Ball is stolen back again by Lambie, and there's a jump ball which will go to Hume. So Numa Curtis with a ball handling error there. And Blues' pass overshot the mark. Okay, Lambie, not quite that tall a player. So Blues apologises. Double team on the Hume player, who works really hard to get the ball out. And in the ensuing melee, we find the ball has been thrown over the half court line. So Falcons attacking the basket through Lambie. Lambie's drive cut off. She kicks it out to Numa Curtis. Numa Curtis looks inside, goes herself, and there's the foul. So Lambie, three-point attempt, hits the side of the backboard. And there's a turnover from the Hume. Numa Curtis calling the play. Into Zali Raymond. Raymond turns the corner. Basket goes up, in and out. Hume bring the ball down fairly quickly, but the Falcons are back this time. So it's back with Burns. Burns into Spencer. Shot goes up, misses. Spencer gets the ball. Again misses it out to Cal. Cal to Lambie. Lambie drives the floor and 2 points. And the pass there from Burns was over the top of the head of Carossa. So there's another turnover to the Falcons. So in that passage of play, no change to the score. Falcons sitting on 41 as a foul is called on Hume. So Carrozza picks up her second personal foul. Raymond with the ball at the top, drives, sees Kernestrew, back to Miller, Kernestrew, 2 points.
Oh, and a beautiful two-pointer by number 32,
Hume bring the ball quickly back down in the hope to get an advantage, kick the ball out, and 3 points finally to Paige to off. Now that was much better ball movement from Hume, but down the other end, Kernestrew answers with a 2 from short corner. Paige drives in, can't get anywhere. Back to Nikki Spencer. Nikki Spencer turns, just misses the basket. Great move though from her as they come out. Lambie running hard. 2 points. Double team. Back down to Paige. Paige going herself. Lovely left-hand shot. All of a sudden the game has picked up pace and intensity, and it looks like both teams want to play at the moment. Ball is with Miller. She kicks across to Kernestrew. Kernestrew drives out to Zali. Miller for a three-point attempt is short, but she comes in, gets the rebound herself. Spills to Kernestrew. Lambie settling it down, organising the troops. Hand off to Numakunis. Numakunis props. Out to Miller. Miller drives. There's 6 seconds on the shot. Here it comes. There's the shot. Short. Spencer with the rebound. Kicks it out. Paige Tuaf has got it. And she is fouled by Claire Lambie. All of a sudden, this looks like a game of basketball. Although, we still have the Falcons up 47-23 as Hume takes another timeout. Certainly, Glenn would have been a lot happier with the effort there from the girls during those last 3 minutes. Back in a second. So as the refs bring the players back onto the court.
That's a second personal foul for
Claire Lambie has picked up her second personal, and Hume should be going to to the line here. So page to off. Misses both shots. Waverley with the counter, moving the ball through hands into Raymond. Raymond goes, misses her little attempted layup was short, and there's nothing to stop the Hume at all. That was really poor defense from the Falcons. And great hustle then from the Hume to get back and get a hand on that ball. San Lambie with a runner, doesn't go. Almost gets a rebound, but Nikki Spencer picks it up. And 2 points there. 2 points there to the to Hume. Whilst down at the other end, San Lambie takes the shot. There's been 3 attempts from the Falcons to get the basket. None have gone. Into Kernich-Drew. Kernich-Drew turns, again misses. This time the ball is rebounded by Hume through courtesy of Rosie Buckley-Harris, and they didn't manage to get the ball over in the 8 seconds. Sam Lambie with the ball. Miller gets it to Miller. Cross to Renee Figeau. Her first few minutes on the court. Loses control of it and hands it back to Hume. Spencer with the ball again. No, Forster, sorry. Outside shot, and the rebound by Forster, foul by Raymond. So 15-year-old Geneva Forster goes to the line. Both teams have got a couple of very, very young players. So for the Hume it's Forster and Taylor Lambert, both 15, and for the Falcons, Olivia Rogers, who's yet to get on court. Miller takes the ball. She's very athletic. Into Fajo, but a travel. Miller playing big, close defense on the ball. Down to Sam Lambie, trying to stop Buckley Harris, which he does. Quick movement down the floor, and ball from Miller into Kernich-Drew. Makes the left-hand layup. Okay, an off-the-ball foul. This time it's an offensive foul on Buckley Harris.
Foul call on Lucy Buckley Harris. That's her second personal foul.
Miller calling for the ball. It's not coming in. Mark Kernstrew puts the shot up. Fejo rebounds, shot up. Doesn't go. Back out through Miller. It's Lambie at the top. Down to Kernstrew. And it's in. Kernstrew having a very good night tonight. Felt Hume in a high set. There's a foul on Renee Fejo of the Falcons. Reaching foul. Sam Lambie guarding Sophie Burns, who kicks it back out to Spencer, and Spencer makes no mistake. Three-pointer to her. Again, Spencer, one of the young players as well. She's only 16. And she's been the dominant player for Hume tonight. Ball goes into Lambie. Back out to Miller. Miller for a three-point attempt. Doesn't go. Lambie almost the rebound over Spencer, but she's giving away quite a bit of height there. And that's the end of the quarter. So at three-quarter time, we've got Waverley on 51, Hume 31. We'll be back in a little bit.
Here for our Waverley Falcons, leading 51, the Broncos 31.
Okay, with 34 seconds to go. Some of the quick stats we got for the Falcons. We got Blues are on 9 points. Nimba Curtis 5, Lambie 9, Michaela Miller 5, Sam Lambie 2, Julia Cow 2, Kernich Drew 16, Sally Raymond 3, and of course that gives the Falcons a total of 51. Whereas for Hume City Broncos, the scorers there are Taylor Lambert 2, Nikki Spencer 17, Geneva Forster 1, Rochelle Carrozza 2, and Paige Dwarf 9. Falcons going in through Miller. She tries to kick the ball out. It's stolen by Hume. Burns drives at the basket. Doesn't go. Rebounded by 41 Forster. Out to Tuaf. Spencer drives. Is blocked by Cowell. Miller coming back down the other way. Finds Fejo. Out to Lambie. She looks at it, props, shot goes up, misses, rebound Hume. And Burn, sorry, attacks the basket, and Miller gets off the ground and fouls.
That's the first personal for Michaela Miller.
Her first personal.
Timeout called by the Broncos. Broncos with just one timeout left remaining. Looks like they might need it. Personal foul called on Sam Landry. That's her second.
So a very quick foul on Lambie. Sends Sophie Burns to the line. And again, for those of you watching on the flash line, unfortunately we've got some sort of connectivity issues to the server there. However, if you're on the HTML5 page, you should be fine. Reminder that all of the game footage will be available online at www.mindittv.net in a short period of time after the game, as Olivia Rogers, with her first minutes on court, wins the rebound, misses the shot. But a great effort from the 15-year-old. As another 15-year-old puts the ball up. Doesn't go, but she gets the rebound and in she goes, misses the ball. Falcons coming out quickly through Marley Kernish-Drew. Miller scores give and go, and a fantastic basket from Marley. Again, she's having a fantastic game tonight. Okay, we appear to have vision back on both channels now, as Falcons missed relatively easy attempt at the basket there, and Hume comes back down. 17 seconds to go. 12. Down to 5. Shot goes up, doesn't go in. Now the Falcons bring it quickly down through Namakuda, so looking for Miller, but Spencer with the intercept. Gee, she's had a fantastic game. And basket goes up in. Namakuda drives. Almost makes the very difficult basket from a tough angle below the basket, below the backboard, I should say. Nikki Spencer fouling, and that's her third personal. Takes Namakuda to the line, but we're going. Broncos coach Glenn Milner calls his last timeout. Okay, coming up. And we're back into the so we're back into the game with Namakuda at the line, and she makes the first. And the second. And Namakuda's driving hard down the floor, looking for Kernitz-Drew inside. She's made great position, scores. She's had a fantastic game tonight, Marley Kernitz-Drew. So Brendan Gordon running his bench. The only starter on the floor is Zali Raymond, who manages to lose the handle on that ball. Luckily for the Falcons, it spilled off a Hume player, and they got the ball with 10 seconds. Out to Fajo, back to Kernitz-Drew, and no mistake there. Great ball movement there from the ladies. Hume attempting exactly the same entry into the key as Falcons did down the other end. Didn't quite come off though. Kernitz-Drew picks up the ball, and another 2 points with an assist from Namakuda. So back with a 15-year-old. And there's another good shot attempt from Nikki Spencer, but unfortunately didn't beat the buzzer. Falcons, however, weren't able to keep control of the ball. The resulting shot was missed, and Page Dewar fouls Olivia Rogers on the way through. Great basket from Zali Raymond, waved away by the refs. They considered that she travelled in a spin move. Probably dragged her back foot. As she takes a break, and Claire Lambie coming back on again. So a couple of our starters back on, but still leaving the bench players on to get good minutes. And Olivia gets the hand in. This ball comes down very quickly, and Kernitzrue converts on the end of a pass from Lambie again. So Kernitzrue with 24 points, 14 rebounds at this point in time. Shooting at 52% as the Falcons force another turnover. Fajo can't convert, but the foul on Numa Curtis by Abby Lee. So 42, Rachel Carroza takes a rest as Taylor Lewis comes back on for Hume. And a great move by the player just straight on the court. That's Lewis. Got around Lambie and put up the pass. Lambie's three-point attempt down the other end doesn't go. Fajo gets the rebound, kicks it out to Numa Curtis. Back to Fajo. She drives out to Kernitzrue. Skip across to Lambie. Lambie with a shot. Comes off the ring and rebound to Kernitzrue. Shot doesn't go, but another rebound again. Out to Fajo. Fajo into Kernitzrue. Kernitzrue up and is fouled. Marley misses the first shot. And the second. But she managed to get a steal as it was ball was just tipped free by Numa Curtis. Over to Fajo, out to Lambie. Lambie, shot doesn't go, gets her own rebound. Out to Fajo. Fajo's up and basket in and out. She's had some good looks, but they just haven't dropped. And Taylor Lewis for Hume City sneaks in weak side short corner and converts. Ball back with the Falcons. Lambie looking for Kernitzrue. Passed a little bit too hot. Just on a minute to go. Olivia Rogers out, pressing the ball. Hume drives. That was Aisha Morgan. Out to Fajo. Fajo looking down there. Great no-look pass to Lambie. Lambie steps around and puts 2 points up. This is a huge win to the Falcons. Absolutely huge. It's not something that they would have been expecting as Numakudis gets the steal. Back to Fajo, and Fajo finally gets a couple of points. Great basket there from the youngster, Geneva Forster, on the end of a very good drive and pass. Numakudis looking for options. She finds Rogers. Rogers down to Lambie in the corner. Lambie takes the shot. In and out. Rogers comes in, rebounds and scores. Olivia Rogers in her 3 games so far has scored in each game. Great effort from the 15-year-old. As Taylor Lewis attempts the runner, doesn't go. However, Abby Lee picks up the rebound, attacks the basket, and on the buzzer scores 2 points. The refs checking. Yes, they've signalled the points as being good. And there we have it, folks. I apologise for those who are watching the flash stream that we had a few problems there, but we got through the end. The vision will be up for those of you that want to review the game. The vision will be up on www.minditv.net, hopefully by tomorrow afternoon. Remembering that tomorrow afternoon we do have 2 other games for you. At 12:30 we have the State Championship Women, Waverley's State Championship Women, taking on the Melbourne Tigers. That should be a good game. Melbourne, of course, like these 2 teams you saw today, going through a rebuilding phase. And at 2:30, this is going to be a cracker. The State Championship Men's, Waverley Falcons versus the Eltham Wildcats. The way the Falcons played last week, you would expect them to come out with a good degree of confidence, but the Wildcats also had a very, very good weekend, so it should be a good game. We'll see you tomorrow at 12:30.